Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Paul, and this is Chompers.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Great American RV Trip 2021.
There you go.
We are coming to you right now from Oneida Campground in eastern Pennsylvania, but earlier we were in western Pennsylvania at a place called Camp Davis.
Camp Davis. We were at Camp Davis a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
New owners at the time, and so it was interesting to go back. They're expanding the camp. They're adding some permanent buildings and structures. They still have some growing pains, like their electrical system is not particularly up to par. It's really geared towards tenters.
Tenters and a lot of day trippers.
Yeah, a lot of day people come.
We came in, they only have a couple sites for RVs. They only have 15 amp service. They don't have sewer, or they do have water fill up in one place, but not at the site. So it really, for RVers, probably, an overnight or a weekend, and that would be about it. The site we had was great. It was level, flat, very open.
There's a lot of permanent people there. There's a nice shower house. The pool area is really nice. I think that's why the day people come in, day trippers.
Yeah, the pool area is kind of the central social hub, and lots of day trippers come there. So we weren't there on a holiday weekend. We were just there during midweek, so there weren't that many people. But every day, a bunch of people came in just to enjoy the pool, which was really fun. To meet some locals.
We were able to have campfire both nights we were there, which was fun. It kind of draws some people over. So we met some local folks. That was nice.
I know we weren't there on a busy weekend, but what would you rate the campground, James?
It's a 7.
7? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I would give it a 6. I think the fact that the electrical needs to be upgraded for RVers, and there's no sewer or dump station, to me, gives it a bit of a lower rating. As far as friendliness, great place to go. If you are in the area and you want to tent or cabin, that'd be great, but I'm not sure about RVing.
Yeah, we would return if it was on our stopping, if it was a logical stop for us. But, they're making improvements. It'll be interesting to see it in the future.
Cool. And now we are at a campground called Oneida in eastern Pennsylvania.
People of the
Standing Rock.
It's a Native American tribe from the area they embraced.
And this campground bills itself as the oldest gay and lesbian campground in all of North America. It was actually built in the 80s.
1980.
1980, actually. And it is an older campground, and it really is a traditional camp. It's really not a place for RVs. Well, when we came in, we actually, the wires are very low. We actually knocked a wire off. There's only 3 spots maybe for RVers.
To be fair, there was a big storm the day before we got here, so who knows.
But this is truly an old school camp. Lots of cabins, tenting areas, and permanent RVs here that give you a real old world camping feeling, not an RV place. Not for, I don't know if I would even bring my Class C here again. I would probably, if I was going to come back here, tent or rent a cabin.
Or take a cabin.
Yeah,
and they even have a lodge that's basically like a little hotel room with furnished sheets and everything. If you're in the cabin, you bring your own sheets and pillows and everything. But this weekend's event was a combination of Bollywood on Friday night, and Saturday was sort of a carnival. So it was a very colorful weekend because of those two cultures, and the music was really fantastic. Bollywood was a costume event, a happy hour, and then we all went to the nightclub, and it was really great Bollywood Indian pop music to dance to all night long, which I loved. There's a big community campfire right outside the disco area, so that's kind of where everybody ends up. It's the heart of the camp. And Saturday around 2 o'clock, a parade started doing the whole loop of the camp, and everybody was marching in their carnival best. So a lot of feathers, a lot of color. You'll see some great costumes. If you can see the guy wearing the 2 seahorses, he won the contest, $1,000 for best costume.
Well, one of the things about this campground being old is that it really is a community. One thing we noticed right away, it's a tight-knit community. People know each other. And most of the people here come from New York City, Brooklyn. We met Brooklyn, we met Bronx, and Queens, New Jersey.
Long Island.
A lot of New York City area people come here and spend the weekends here, and it seems to be a really diverse and close community. Very fun.
Very fun, friendly place. I mean, the people are great. They really know how to throw a party, and they had buffet food. Both nights.
Open bar. That was
bar.
nice.
It's just really nice.
Yeah, I would. So very different experience from other campgrounds we've been at on this trip. It really is like going to camp, and the people really here make the difference as well. So James, what would you rate this?
From an
campground?
RVer standpoint, a 6. From a fun standpoint, if you wanted to come and get a cabin or something, maybe a 7. But
Oh, wow.
really,
Okay.
it's an old camp, and there's it's tough when we go to these nice newer resort style ones because it's a totally different experience. So this is really more like camping.
I would, well, if you're going to break it up into two, I would give, from an RV perspective, I'd give it a 2 or a 3. It's
Oh.
not made for RVs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It really isn't. If you're going to come here, don't come here in an RV.
True.
Save yourself the hassle of the turns and the twists and the narrow roads and the low wires. Park your RV somewhere else, drive up the hill, rent a cabin, pitch a tent, and really enjoy the uniqueness of really America's oldest LGBT campground in the Poconos.
Yeah, considering that, I'm gonna have to revise again, and I'll lower to like a 5 or a 4. Now that I'm remembering our arrival, and these wires and the sites are not particularly kept as well as you'd maybe like, and it was wet when we got here. You can't blame weather. Anyway, so more like a 4 or 5. But
Cool.
the people always make the camps,
Yep.
and this
So
one did.
I think I would still tell people, come visit. It's great. It's a friendly community. Just don't bring your RV.
Right.
James, any words for the wise today?
Yeah. Well, you gotta like, subscribe. We like to be liked.
Oh, yeah.
So
We like being liked. Like us.
like and subscribe. We love your comments.
We love
And-
reading comments too. They're fun.
And here's my words to the wise. A teacher said once, you need to be able to carry your own weight in order to help others.
Very true.
In a lot of respects, carry your own weight.
Carries over into many things.
Yes, yes.
Thanks for watching, you guys. We're going to hit the road in the morning, and we will talk to you soon.
Safe travels
Safe
out
travels.
there.